As we're coming to the end of Women's Month, we want to extend our deepest gratitude and appreciation to the matriarchs before us who united against feminine oppression despite the stringent racial policies of the time. We recently had a chat with Kirstin Warries, whom we shot an episode with during COVID-19 lockdown, where she has expressed how femininity has helped her transmute the energy of the time and kept her optimized to still operate as a multidisciplinary artist.
Hi, my name is Kirstin Warries. I'm an artist that uses art as a tool for healing, self-expression. I used to be very masculine in my way of approaching art, just creating because I felt like I needed to make money. And that's not to say that there's no place for masculine energy, but it was hard for me to step into the feminine energy because it wasn't the way that you kind of taught to approach art when you study it as well. Generational trauma was popping up and emotions, and the only way for me to really deal with it was to tap into my feminine energy, and that also meant tapping into the energy of my grandmas that came before me. Yeah, being kind of passive, intuitive, listening and not thinking too much, and feeling and expressing unapologetically. We all have feminine energy and we get to choose to tap into it. So yeah, feminine energy is a very big part of my process.
Alright, during lockdown, the main themes that have been popping up for me is femininity, especially because it first started with this idea of me needing healing or realizing that I need healing, and then kind of looking to my mom and my grandmas as a way to heal myself, to kind of see my strength in them, so like the strength that I got from them in some way, but then also looking at femininity and this idea that I kind of created for myself looking at them. And so I had to break down femininity during this time, and art really became a way to kind of weave through all those ideas and break them at the same time. So yeah, I like crochet quite a bit because my grandma crocheted, as a way to kind of tactically tap into that, and then also just like figuring out that being feminine sometimes is just a way of like quieting down and having faith, and also just believing that things are going to work out. So just knowing that nature is at play, that things are naturally going to flow into each other. And so that was really hard for me to just trust the process and trust that during this time things were going to fall into place. And so yeah, there's still a lot that I'm going through in terms of figuring out femininity and healing for myself. But yeah, I think art is just like a diary. It becomes a diary for all of those concepts.